I do know.
Yeah.
We're live. Liverpool was everybody. I got Jamz and I got Gary. How you guys doing?
All good.
Not bad.
Been a while. It's good to talk to you. So we know this is kind of last minute, but game is on today. So let's get into it. First, Gary, where we are at this point now in the season. How are you feeling, and are you feeling optimistic that we can keep it going?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard not to get carried away. It's really hard not to get carried away because I think we actually might, if we get 4 points from these next 2 games against Arsenal and City. I mean, if we get 6, then it's just crazy. But if we get 4 points, a win and a draw, then I think we might actually do it. You know what I mean? There's still a lot of good games to go, but these 2 games are so important because City, obviously, you know, we need to beat Arsenal today and not lose against City. Because if you get 4 points, and I think I think it'd be the biggest fuck up if we fuck up from there. If we get 4 points for the next 2 games, so I'm just confident, man. Because the thing is, it's not like 08, 09 or 13, 14. 08, 09, we had 12, 13 good players, and we had the Voronin and the El Shah and all these lot on the bench. Yeah, and Riera. And 13, 14, we had Moses, Luis Alberto, Aspas on the bench. We had a dead defense. Suarez was carrying our team one by one, but now we've got a team that's every single player looking at that pitch, and you trust everyone, even on the bench. You know, you can bring someone and they can change the game. So I'm confident today. I think we're gonna smash Arsenal, not just beat them. I think we're gonna absolutely smash them.
Yeah, well, you took the second question right out of my mouth. What or you know, inspires you a bit more than the past? And you said, I think with the defense that we have now, you don't really worry about it breaking down. Now, obviously, I think it's fair to say we've been doing pretty well as far as injuries this season, which is good. You look around us, and every other top team, just about, maybe not Spurs, are having some injury issues. So I always say, knock on wood, if we can keep that up, then I don't really have too many concerns going the rest of the season. Jams, halfway point of the season. We played every team once. How you feeling, man?
I feel over the moon, bro. I feel like this month in December, we've probably hit our heights. Getting some comfortable 3 goals, 4 goals. Our defense has been phenomenal. Literally, I used to think 04, 05 Chelsea was the greatest defense the Premier League will ever see, and they conceded 14 goals, I think, all season. We are on par to beat that by 13 goals. So we are incredible at the back. And we've had injuries. We've lost Gomez. We've lost Trent for a while. We've lost Matip. We've rotated with Klein, and we're solid, man. We're absolutely solid. I think Salah's been incredible. He's got us through games with one goal, you know, the opening goals and whatnot. Mane's been here enough, and Firmino, his role's been incredible as always. He's not been as efficient up top. I think he's played a bit of a 10 role a lot more as well. Shaqiri's been a super sub, a goal scoring midfielder we've missed since we lost Coutinho. Someone that can make something out of nothing. Man United, for instance, you know, just taking a shot from outside the box. It takes a deflection, but they go in and going so much attacking. I would have liked to have saw more from Keita, especially. He's had 2 niggles. And you know, it's not his fault. Our midfielders have been superb. Milner's probably having the best career he's ever had. So yeah, we've been really good. We had a blip in the season, but what was good about the blip is we were still so good. I think around when we lost to Napoli and Chelsea, and then we drew to Chelsea, and you know, that was a bit of a drop off. If you look at the Man City that they've gone through these last few weeks, and Chelsea, and it's wonderful, man. And to be honest, our first 6 months were harder. If you look at Chelsea away, done. Arsenal away, done. Tottenham away, done. These are tricky games, and we've done them. So you have to look at the final 6 months and think, unless someone like Salah or Van Dijk get injured, who I think will probably really damage it if it's 2 months or something, it's hard to see us fucking it up. But each game as it goes, I'm not getting excited. Each game as it goes.
Yeah, we can only worry about ourselves. I mean, people will continue to say, you know, City have had their kind of a blip. Other teams have. When will Liverpool have ours? But like you said, I mean, you can arguably say we've had that already and still been getting results. We've had some luck as well, and I think teams are going to need that in the long season. So I don't know why people continue to bring that up as a bad thing. No one said that about the Fergie teams that you know, had those last minute or extra time added on and getting those goals. So you need that. You think about Chelsea, you think about Everton. You know, what I've been saying is there's something really spiritual about this team right now, because some of these endings to these games, you couldn't make it up. You know, the Everton ending, I mean, some of these games, it's unbelievable. So it's nice to ride the wave, and I think because our defense is so good, because we have such a great keeper, it just gives you so much confidence going into these games. Now, Arsenal's today, we know that they played us pretty well at the Emirates early on. I think they impressed me for one. Now we can see they're kind of falling off a bit. Gary, what are your thoughts in the game against Arsenal? Are you concerned with them at all, being as though they've had a pretty bad patch lately? How do you think they hurt us? Tell me something about the game.
They can't hurt us. They can't hurt us. If we're on our game and we come out the blocks firing, I think we'll get 2-3 goals early. It could be a similar sort of result to the 13-14 5-1. That's what I think. If we come out there and we press and we push and we get in their faces and create chances, as always, they're gonna shit their pants. You know what I mean? That's what they do. They got no backbone. We got a backbone. We got a spine, and we got a good keeper, a world-class keeper, a world-class defender, defense midfielder, attacks on fire right now. Everything like that just points towards a Liverpool win today, not just a Liverpool win, a convincing Liverpool win. I want us to batter them. I want us to again just keep on putting out statements, keep on shutting the media up, because you can tell they want Manchester City to win the league. They don't want us to win the league. Rival fans don't want us to win the league. I'm even hearing Bournemouth fans saying, "Yeah, I hope Liverpool don't win the league." And if we win it, it just makes it even more better, because no one wants us to win it. You know what I mean? That's why it even puts us. It makes it even better. But that's what I'm saying. Get out of the blocks firing today. You know, if we can get an early goal in the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, then I think we just need to keep on going, keep on pushing. But this is if it's, for example, 0-0 in the 70th minute, you know, it's not. I don't think it will be that, but I don't have that fear anymore, because this team, they don't waste their energy inside 45 minutes. You know what I mean? 2 years ago, their energy used to be gone after 45 minutes, 50 minutes, because they used to be pressing. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't. We'd had no bench to freshen it up after the 60th minute. So this team has a good way of managing games, and you can see that we've got more goals now than we used to have last year after the 70th minute. The percentage has gone from 30% to like 53%. So, you know, we can score whenever we want, really. You know, so we've got better controlling games. We can play any way we want. We can control games. We can get at teams as well. Press up high, play both sides as well. So their defense is awful. They got a few injuries, and we should be able to beat them today, and convincingly as well. You know, because we're at home, and when you want to win the title, we need to beat your top 6 teams at home.
Yeah,
you know, your top 4, top 6 teams at home, and we did that with United. Got a point against City at home. So now we need to beat Arsenal and just move on to City. But I'm confident today. I've got no worries at all.
Yeah, I agree, James. I mean, we've come from, you know, fans talking about, oh man, it's Buvac. That's the reason why we're not doing well. We've got guys saying that Fabinho was going to leave in January. How good does it feel to see what Klopp has done with this team in such a short period of time? I mean, the turnover is incredible, and I think I've been saying we got to kind of thank City for putting us in a place where we're playing maybe differently. I wouldn't even say we were playing worse than last season. We're just playing differently. I think Klopp is doing what he knows he needs to do, because City have set they've set the tone. They've set the tone last season, and Klopp knows you probably got to get 100+ to win this league. So just how good does it feel to see everything is, people wanted to use the word clicking. It wasn't clicking, but everything seems to be clicking right now.
Yeah, I think Klopp's phenomenal. I think to keep up with a team like Man City that can go out and spend 80 million on a bench player, or 75 million, however much Mahrez was, is incredible. You know, we're talking about that they're a team that have, you know, world class probably in every position ×2 except CDM. So to not only keep up, to better them, it goes down to tactician. And Pep gets an awful lot of ratings, fairly so. But Pep's never had a half-week side. Pep didn't walk into no team that started with Origi and Skirtle and Mingele. You know, I'd love to see Pep get to a Champions League final with Milner, Hendo, Majalda. No disrespect, but, you know, so people need to pay some homage to Klopp, because we saw what he did at Dortmund when he was buying Aubameyang for 3 mil and Royce for 11 mil and Hummels for 4 mil. He's a genius. Now, you look at the Liverpool team, he hasn't made one bad signing. If I was to be a harsh critic, Karius was 5 mil, didn't work out. Except for that, his signings have been phenomenal, you know, and he's taken players from Southampton and he's made them world beaters, you know, Van Dijk, Sadio Mane, Salah, apparently a reject of Chelsea. Now he's a top 5 player, full stop in world football. That's the difference for me, and that's what makes me so behind Klopp. Man City might go out now and go get one of the best CDMs in the world. I won't be fussed because Klopp will find a gem. And if he wants to go and spend 80 million on someone or 60 mil or whatever, then so be it. And you look at Van Dijk, even when we bought Van Dijk, I thought, whoa, 75 million. He's, for a team that Southampton relegation almost battle. And look at Van Dijk now.
Feels like a steal now.
Yeah.
I mean, him and the keeper, unbelievable.
Yeah, him and the keeper, like just superb. So fully behind Klopp, and I just hope, at the moment we're building a team, not for now. We're building a team for the next 4 or 5 years. The best thing about Liverpool, which I always say to my Man United fans, we'll get you next year. I say the problem is with Liverpool, and a good problem for us is our players are reaching peak, bro. No one's over 28, maybe Milner. You're looking at Alisson, Van Dijk, Firmino, Salah, Mane, Keita, Fabinho, Trent, Robertson, Gomez. These men are 27, 28 and below. So if we should be conquering England for the next few years. We're like this now. What we're going to be like what's Naby going to be like at 25? What's Fabinho going to be like at 26? What's Salah and Mane going to be like at 30? You know what I mean? So scary times for other teams. We just got to keep things together and
the LA song doesn't seem just like a song anymore. And what you just said about conquering Europe, I think that is what you're seeing. Klopp, that's what kind of team he's molding, and it's just so amazing to see. And we got to remember, Ox hasn't even played. He hasn't played this season. Apparently, according to Klopp, he's looking good, which is a bonus. That's a boost. That's really good. Let's talk about Naby real quick because there's been some people who are still questioning Naby's, and I saw your tweet recently, James, and maybe it was Instagram, and it was just really nice to see someone else who can see what Naby, but also not only that. Klopp's one of the only managers who spend all these money on certain players, and he chooses when to put them in. You don't just get put in because, we paid this much money, you got a big name or whatever. But talk to me, Gary, I'll go to you on this. Talk to me about Naby, what you see in him, and how do you see just our new signings fitting in this season?
In Keita, I see a brilliant player that's gonna keep on getting better and better. That's what I see in Naby Keita. You're not gonna. I don't even Liverpool fans, just Liverpool fans, right? I don't blame rival fans because they don't understand what Klopp's trying to do.
Right.
But don't Liverpool fans still get what Klopp is trying to do with Fabinho, with what he did with Robertson, what he did with Oxlade-Chamberlain? It takes time to adapt to his style of game, to his system. You know what I mean? And I don't know what rival Liverpool fans just want everything now. You gotta be patient. We had Shaqiri's come and done a brilliant job. You know what I mean? Every single signing, just like Jam said, every single signing has been a success apart from Karius. Even Cleven for 5 million. He was a brilliant servant for us for a couple of years. With Keita, you can see, he came and he started quite a few games at the start of the season and looked good as well. Then he kind of tailed off a bit, got injured, and then that kind of hampered him because then obviously Shaqiri started playing well and all the other players started playing well as well. Fabinho started to come in now, and Keita then came against Burnley, was probably his best performance in Liverpool shirt. Against Bournemouth, did quite well. Against United, I don't think he did too bad against United. And I think you should start today, Naby Keita, on that left hand side. I really think you should start today on the left hand side of 4-2-3-1. I've predicted him to start and have Shaqiri on the bench because I think Keita, what he does, you can see the drive he gets. He gets the ball and he wants to take on plays. He doesn't want to pass it sideways. Like with Wijnaldum, I love Wijnaldum. One of my favorite Liverpool players as well because he's so underrated, he's so good, but he doesn't move the ball as quick enough. He takes a few too many touches. And with Keita, he gets the ball, he drives in the defense, or he's always trying to play that pass in behind the Salah. And he's going to get better and better. As we've seen the evidence, Klopp signings always get better on the second half of the season. Chamberlain, Robertson, Fabinho, well, we started to be good now, and he's going to start getting better and better. Same with Keita. They're going to start getting better and better as soon as they have more time with Klopp, with the players, to learn the system, to learn how he wants them to play. He's such a good player. Remember, is he 22, 23 years old? He's young as well. So I don't know why there's criticism of him. You know what I mean? So no, today he starts on me. I put him in my starting 11, and then you can have him there. Bring him. He's gonna be brilliant as well. He can press. He can do the work as well defensively as well. He can come back as well, and he's such a good player to have, and he's gonna be a brilliant player for us.
Well, I want to get into the starting 11 prediction in a second, but I do want to say also a special shout out to Genie, Milner, and Henderson just for being the guys who I think all three of them were probably guys who we thought these new guys would come in and surpass, assuming Ox would have been fit. So we got to give them a big shout. And Henderson, last couple of games, I don't know about you guys, last couple of games, and that 8, oh man, this guy's been looking good. So I'm thinking
Wolves especially.
Yeah. Well, we got Genie and Fab for the 6th. I think we should probably start to try to move Henderson more in an attacking position. Do you guys agree with that?
I don't think. I think I like it, but I think he's better in that position, and we've seen the number 13, 14 running, and I don't think he has the legs for it anymore. I don't think he has. I don't think he's. I think Klopp knows as well. I don't think he's got that fitness, that energy that he used to have a few years back.
But he just looks so comfortable in that spot, and maybe here's the thing. We just, because I can't see him starting the 3rd game in a row. I think he started the last couple of games.
I think he'll start City. I think he'll start City away.
You think he will? You think he will? Okay.
I think he'll start City away, and I think he might go Ronaldo and Fabinho today.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go into the starting 11. Is there a shout for any of you guys that Klein should come in at all, or you think it's just stick with the same back four, Robertson?
Same.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay, and then in the midfield, I know you said Gary, Naby, Fabinho, and who was the third person?
I want Fabinho, Ronaldo in the 2, Mane in the right, Keita on left, Firmino and Salah.
Got it. Do you like Keita on the left? I mean, do you think that can work?
Sorry?
Do you go ahead, James?
Just quick. When I saw Naby play out wide, I wasn't that impressed. I prefer him in more central midfield.
Yeah, I do as well. But I don't think Fabinho's played. Fabinho's played in a 3-man midfield once, and it was against Arsenal, and he was poor in that. So I think he's suited in the double with in the double pivot with someone alongside him with his Henderson off Fabinho. That's why Keita wants to play Keita on the left. I think Keita will start getting into midfield in a 3-man midfield, but I think for now, I think Keita on the left as well. He can drift inside as well. But I think I like Mane on the right against United. He was quite dangerous on the right, So I like Mane on the right against United. He was taking on players, made that nice little inside run and a good finish. So I like to see Mane on the right. But whatever Klopp goes with, whether it's Shaqiri, I'll be absolutely fine with Shaqiri.
Yeah, at this point, how can you question it? At this point, is this? I mean, whatever Klopp,
whoever he does, I don't even question. I don't even question team use anymore. I look at it. I think if it's a bad team selection, if I don't like it, I'll question it after the match. I don't like to do anything before a match.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, what makes me feel good is that it really doesn't matter because everyone that plays a role in this team, you feel confident with them going into it. James, is your starting 11 pretty much the same midfield going forward? 4-2-3-1.
I'll probably go against the big club, and I would say Arsenal is still a big club. I think I'm more ready to go for 4-3-3. I think Mane has had some wonderful games against Arsenal, playing in that position. And I haven't been super impressed with Firmino playing as a 10 sometimes. I'd probably go for 4-3-3 against Arsenal. Same back four, obviously. Midfield, Fabinho holding. And then I'd be happy with... I keep changing my mind. I go Widgie and Keita. That's just pure energy. But it could be, like you guys said, it could be anyone. It could be Hendo playing a bit more advanced as an 8, and then we could have Keita coming in. It could be Shaqiri playing the highest attacking midfielder, and then Keita behind and Fabinho. Fabinho for me is the main number 6, though.
Oh man, incredible.
And then front three. And I like what you both said with Shaqiri. If he's on the bench, you always feel like you can change the game.
Yeah, he brings that energy to the team as well. He just comes on. He wants to move the ball quicker. He wants to put a ball in the box. And you saw against United, he brought new life to the game. Because I think without Shaqiri, I don't think we would have won that game without Shaqiri. Yeah, he was the one that was making runs, move the ball quickly, and that's something that even not just this season, but sometimes I've had a bit of criticism for some players. They don't move the ball quick enough sometimes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like get the ball one touch, bang. Against Wolves, we were superb, especially in that first half. One touch, bang. It doesn't let your opposition team focus. It takes them out of shape because if you take so many touches on the ball, they got time to get back in their shape. Yep. One touch, take a touch, bang, pass it. Quick movement, 1-2s, and that's what you need to break teams apart. That's why we're doing. That's why we're so good this season. We're moving the ball quick enough, quickly. We're getting players forward in the box as well, and that's why Klopp's done this 4-2-3-1 to get an extra man in attack, whether it's been Shaqiri or Keita.
definitely.
Yeah, look, man, I put my hands up. I mean, I knew Shaqiri was a good talent, but I didn't think he'd come in like this and just
Yeah,
right off the bat. I mean,
we
he's
knew he was gonna be good, but
scored almost every game he's been
6 Premier League
in.
goals.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's a serious bonus. I didn't think he'd come in and get it so fast. And I think every game he's given Klopp that thought, like, well, this guy has to be part of this team, whether it's starting. Now, I think in a game like this, if there's a chance that we somehow the game is really tight, I think you go right to Shaqiri, and I think he, like you said, right away he comes in, has an eye for goal, eye for a pass. It's amazing. It's amazing what a player can do when he's playing for an actual team that actually rates him as a player. You know, Bayern, Inter. I don't know how much they really rated him as a someone who can actually make a difference for their team. And then Stoke is Stoke. So everything that's been said about him in a negative way, I don't see any of it. I mean, he look when people come off the pitch and he's coming on, or vice versa, he just looks excited to be a part of a team that that can actually fight for something, and that's really good. It's really good. So, all right, let's do score predictions. I guess, James, I'll come to you first.
I'm gonna go 4-1. I'm gonna go 4-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll start amazingly, get 2-0 up, and then we'll get another. But I just think with Aubameyang v Lovren, they might get a sniffer goal.
Yeah, see that.
Yeah.
Aubameyang looked really, even though he didn't score in the game against us last time, he looked the serious threat for them.
Yeah.
Like I said,
He's in good form, man.
Yeah, Gary.
3-0.
I like it. Yeah.
They ain't scoring past our defense.
They're not
going to get one sniff.
Yeah, seriously, man. As good as world class that they have of some attacking dudes, every game I go into, I have to like think about it because I really think we can clean sheet anybody. I just feel like we can shut anybody up. But
unless it's a mistake. Unless it's a mistake from us. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Of the clean sheets, half of those, I mean, of the goals conceded, half of those have been goals that we've just given away. To be honest, I mean, seriously. I mean, teams don't really just beat us from open play too much. So
definitely.
Yeah. I see a lot of 3-1s, 4-1s. I said 2-0. I'll stick with that.
I was gonna say 3-1 because it's like maybe I was thinking 3-1, yeah, maybe, but nah. I'm not giving them nothing. 3-0. Get back to London.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I hear and just get prepared for the game against. Well, I mean, for us, getting prepared for all.
For City, yeah, of course, because that's such a massive game. 3 points here, then it kind of takes the pressure off of us for that game. We can go there and kind of, what I mean, like we've got a game plan, snatch the 3 points maybe, or if you get a point, let's go, let's move on then to the nice run of games, because after that we've got Brighton away, Palace home, Leicester home, West Ham away, Bournemouth home.
I'm gonna ask this probably a silly question, but I just want to ask because I think some people probably want to know, and I'm curious to know what you guys think. Are any of you concerned with Mane and the amazing amount of chances he's gotten over the last few games? Amazing amount. I mean, he could have got a hat trick in the Napoli game. Could have got a hat trick in the game recently we just played. Is anybody concerned with that? Really?
I don't think it's just confidence. I think it could be confidence, but I just don't think he's clinical enough himself.
Yeah. Okay.
As a player, I don't think he's that sort of player. I don't think it is confidence. I think he's a brilliant player, but he's not as clinical as some fans kind of expect him to be. I mean, when a chance comes to Mane, I don't really expect him most of the time to put him away. You know what I mean? So, it's something that needs to be worked on. Composure.
Yeah, the thing I always say is that it's amazing that he's getting in those opportunities because he makes amazing runs. If you really watch back,
he's not off form because you what's off form is when you're not getting in the positions.
Exactly.
He's getting in the position. That way. Yeah, like Salah. Salah. They said, Salah's a one-season wonder. He's still getting in the positions. He was just not taking. He was just not taking the chances. He skinned Rudiger at Stamford Bridge and he puts it in row Z. Doesn't mean he's off form. It's just the composure, just the sort of confidence in the player. If you're getting into the positions, you'll score. Keep on scoring. That's what happens. Just keep on working. Keep on making those runs in behind, and you're gonna score goals. And how many goals has he got? 7 Premier League goals. That's completely fine. He could have got so much more. He could have got double it. But it was a brilliant return for him.
My issue. I'm not concerned, but like what you said, I think it's just Mane. My issue with Mane is, we are only not so worried because of Salah. Let's not forget it. If Salah didn't score the goal against Napoli, we'd be out of Europe and we'd be saying, fucking hell, Mane, what the fuck? That's the thing with Mane is he is a funny one because it's like he scores the hard goals and he misses the sitters.
That's the crazy thing right there. That's the crazy thing.
Look at his goal against Man United. The first touch was phenomenal. Most players ain't taking a first touch of that. And then to bury one of the best keepers in the world.
Newcastle, that touch in the 90th minute, then he takes it. That touch, he takes it.
Some of the goals he scored last season, like one of the goals against Porto, one of the acrobatic goals he's got, phenomenal. But then the amount of one-on-ones he misses are crucial. Now, my concern with Mane is if we wish to lose Salah or if Salah goes through a purple patch, I don't think we can rely on Mane to drag us through more than 4, 5, 6, 7 games. That's my concern. And the issue with Mane now is getting to an age of his peak of 26, 27 now where he's either got it or he hasn't. And I think the way we play, if you was to put a Gareth Bale in them positions, Eden Hazard in them positions, they're getting 30 plus goals. They're getting 20 plus goals. So that's my only concern with Sadio Mane is he's lucky he's in a team that makes 10 chances a game. But if he was in a team like any other team, United. You look at Anthony Martial. A lot of my friends around me say Martial's a better finisher than Mane. Martial gets 2 chances, he'll take 1. Mane needs 5 to take 1. If we had Anthony Martial, is Martial going to have more than 7 league goals? Because Martial's got 7 league goals.
Martial is more clinical than Mane, but I think Mane, I wouldn't swap Mane for Martial because I think Mane's overall game, the runs he makes in behind, the pressing,
the defensive, defensive side is amazing.
Yeah, defensive side is amazing. The energy he brings in the play. Martial's a bit, he doesn't excite you.
I wouldn't swap him for anyone.
He's a better finisher.
Would you say, James?
If Salah goes, my concern with Mane or everyone at Firmino is if we lose Salah, touch wood, Salah gets knocked down for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I think we'd really struggle. That would be the issue. I think we'd struggle. I think if we lose in 2, 3 games, we'll be okay. Yeah. But we lose him for 5, 6 games, the way Hazard missed a few games, the way Martial. That's where we'd be.
I think Salah is a bit more clinical than Mane. I think Salah is more clinical than Mane, but I think Salah is a more advanced kind of. He's playing in a more advanced role. That's why maybe he's getting goals. Even last year as well. Salah. How many chances Salah missed last year? How many chances he missed this year as well?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I mean,
he has missed chances, but Salah gets into those more opportunities where he can score maybe those tap-ins or those one-on-ones as well. But Mane, no mistake, because he's more of that poacher kind of thing as well. Salah, he can play different roles, but Mane's had chances. I mean, how many chances did he have against Napoli? It got to the point where that last one, I just laughed.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, that's usually what he does when he misses a goal. He smiles.
Yeah, he laughs.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take that. Go ahead, James. You want to get in?
Yeah, and I do actually think Mane is a better footballer than Salah. Like, I'm not taking away. I think Mane.
See, most people wouldn't agree with that, but I do. I agree with that.
Mane's attributes: strength, skill, agility, power. Raw defenders, tracking back. Mane's better. The problem is Salah is probably one of the most reliable forwards in world football right now. That's the difference. And last year, even this year, but last year, there was a time when everything Salah touched went into the back of the net. You look at his goal against Watford, Tottenham, Chelsea. There's 4 or 5 men around him, and that's what Salah has. And except for the greatest Messi, there's no one else that has low gravity like Salah. So I've never seen Salah really do a step over or a flip flop.
He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. He doesn't need to.
The ball just glues to his leg and don't drop when they're next to him. So, but I just wanted to put that in. I do think technically Mane is phenomenal. It's just his finishing, and I think we'd be more frustrated with him if we didn't have Salah getting him out of it. Because watched the highlights of the Roma game at Anfield. Mane missed like 3, 4 great chances.
Yeah, see, I want to go back to something you said earlier. I think last year I would agree with the idea that not having Salah for a period of time would hurt us.
Yeah.
But I just don't see that with this team. Well, number one, the defense is something, but I think we're getting goals from all over the place. Yeah. And I'm liking that lately, because the one thing I've been complaining about is that we need to have better set piece corner situations. And the last couple of games that they've improved for whatever reason. So listen, I think we obviously, I mean, any team who loses one of their best players, that they'll look different. And I think Liverpool will look different, but I do feel that less worried about it this season with this team, because I think we get goals from a lot of, and I think if that happened, you'd probably see Mane step up a bit more, and Firmino. So
we create so much chances. We create so
yeah,
much
yeah,
chances
yeah.
that it doesn't really matter. But it'd be nice. It'd be nice for us to kind of just, you know, Mane just to have that extra composure. Salah
Oh,
to
it'd be
have that
beyond nice.
just to have that extra composure in front of a goal. And I think it's something, I don't know if they're working on it. They probably are. I mean, they're training ground 24/7 basically, aren't they? So I don't think it's even something to do with training as well. I think it's just kind of just composure within yourself. It's kind of that confidence as well. Once you miss a couple, you know, then the thing what I love is they're gonna get into positions, they're making the runs, and that's why I never after the game. I don't if they're not getting into positions. Remember when Coutinho left, just before that as well, the December 2017, when Mane was getting dropped, and it was a Coutinho, Firmino, Salah front three. You know what I mean? And Mane was getting dropped, and he wasn't. He come in, and he just looked like an. How can I say it? Like an Emil Heskey down that left wing. You know, there's no runs. There's no nothing. He looked like a Demba Ba or something on that left wing,
Good point.
Like a player we hadn't seen before. You know, he's on the left wing, and you just no runs as well. He had no confidence at all, and that's what you call. That's when the player's off form and he has no confidence when he's not making the runs in behind. So you know, and then as soon as he got that hat trick against Porto, then he started to keep on going. Yeah, and players are humans. Players are humans. That you know, we talk about them so much, but they're humans as well. You know what I mean? They read what we speak about them. You know, it's not like they switch their phones off and they think, yeah, whatever. They read what we think about them, and it's confidence.
For you guys.
Good.
So a few months ago when we did a Chat Us Free, I think we did I think it was before the Red Star. I think it was then, and we was all saying, yeah, we're going to kill it. And I said, come January, if we are 2 points behind City, which goes to show I underestimate us, would you want to sign anyone? And you both said no. Bringing the question back now we're here, would you realistically want to sign anyone in January?
Not really.
And
yeah. Go ahead.
Not for me. Not for yeah. Go on, Aaron. You can say it.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I just don't really see where
we can improve.
Yeah, and I know Klopp is kind of playing the mind game with City and saying that they have no weaknesses. He knows damn well they do, and Pep knows they do. But I just don't see that for Liverpool. I don't. Obviously, knock on wood, it stays that way as far as injuries. We had a small mini crisis with the center halves, but that looks even good. And honestly, I got to say this: Lovren's been that good that I wonder how it's going to look for Gomez coming back. That's just me. I mean, because everyone who stepped in, whether it be Matip, what have we said about Matip? What have we said about Lovren? No one is not making the mark for Liverpool this season. No one. Whoever plays is playing their part. You can say that about every player who's actually wore a red shirt this season. Everyone's playing their part. Even Lallana in points has been looking decent. So I know there's still that narrative of we need a Coutinho player or whatever. I don't see it, man. But I don't know. What do you think, Gary?
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I don't think we need any players. I don't think we need to interrupt anything inside the squad. You know, I think there's enough quality there. There's enough depth there. The spirits are high as well. So there's nothing that I want to buy. But I wanted to say, because Jam said that the Chelsea 04-05 defense with Mourinho, and I just want to bring up a couple of points because Mourinho back then was Chelsea 04-05 was a brilliant team, and I think it's even better than 17-18 City because of how well they did defensively. City didn't concede a lot. I think they conceded 27 goals, didn't they? City, but they last year in the Premier League, but they didn't get tested at all that year. Now they're being attacked. They're getting found out again. Look, 3 goals out to Palace, 2 goals to City to Leicester, 2 against Chelsea. Mourinho 04-05 was a defensive style. Manager. He was a defensive style manager. What's even more impressive about us is we're a team on the front foot, and we conceded only 7 goals in the Premier League. That's the thing, and even some of them being mistakes. We're a team that's always on the front foot, pressing, controlling games. You know what I mean? We're not just on the edge of our box. In these big away games. We're on the front foot most of the time, and that's what makes our defending even more impressive.
Yeah, James, what do you think about getting players?
So, with a new player, I don't think we need anyone, and I don't want to ruin like the squad or anything. And I think in January, you probably pay over the odds for someone, or they don't get pre-season. I don't think it makes sense. I think it could be good if we can work an agreement with someone for July, but probably not. My thing is, it looks like Solanke should go out on loan. I don't want to get rid of him yet. I don't see the point. I think he should go on loan somewhere. Now, Origi, I know we got the goal against Everton, but if we're going to get rid of Origi, I'd like to replace Origi. And I'd only replace Origi with a bench striker that can come in and do what Sturridge was doing at the beginning of the season. But I'm not talking you a crazy opinion shout is someone like Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy would cost you 20 million. He'd come and be happy to sit on the bench to come on. He knows the Premier League from the back of his hand, and Jamie Vardy could come in January and leave. And from January to May, he'd probably get 7 to 10 goals in the Premier League, Europe, and the FA Cup.
Do you think he'd be happy? Do you think he'd be happy in that position?
Jamie Vardy did come out and said there was some regrets about him not leaving Leicester.
Okay.
For the Arsenal move. I think Vardy's sitting here now. He's retired from England. He's got probably 2 years left at Premier League level. As a bench, maybe 3 years. And I think he offers loads to a club like Liverpool. That coming on the bench, you know, Firmino has worried me a tiny bit.
I thought he was quite good against Newcastle, to be honest.
I thought he was good, and I thought he was good against United. But
look at the balls against he plays to Sadio Mane, and Sadio Mane is just very he doesn't control them properly. But
his play's been good. His play's been incredible.
I mean, I think it's fair to say overall he just hasn't been at the level that we're used to.
The level of last year, you know, he got 27 goals and 7.
Incredible. Like, I've never seen a better player, even than Torres, in terms of his all-round game.
For sure.
Incredible.
Yeah, for sure. Off the ball, all that. Yeah, for sure. Go ahead, Jeff.
Totally phenomenal. Totally phenomenal. It's only a crazy shout, but I wouldn't be irritated or annoyed if we did go out and spend 20, 25 million, something like Jamie Vardy. And when you said, would he be happy to take that? I did read somewhere that, you know, Leicester probably never going to get back into a top 4 position, and you know he'd like to be around in Europe, and you know, so that's the only.
He's talked about the manager too. He doesn't really fit the system. So
and you know, Leicester might take Origi and 15 mil on top. Yeah. Sturridge runs out of contract this summer. We have to sit and think: is Sturridge on 120k? Are we willing to pay someone like Sturridge 120k?
No, I can't see it.
I can't.
As the backup. I mean, well, if we win the Premier League, just I'm just say for example, if we won the Premier League by 1 point, thank you to Daniel Sarri for that goal he scored against Chelsea.
Oh, no question. No question.
Yeah, everyone's played a part.
We gotta send thank you cards to a lot of people. We gotta send one to who's the guy who missed the penalty against us against City? Riyad Mahrez. We gotta send one to Townsend. We gotta send one to Pereira. We got to send one to Origi, the goalkeeper. I mean, there's a lot of people we got to thank after this season, man.
I mean, all this comes when you're champions. You don't just win the league by every single game you're playing good. You need luck. And we've had that. I mean,
yeah, of course.
You know, when I was watching that game against Chelsea, we were 6 wins. We just won 6 wins in the Premier League. We had 18 points, and then we go into Chelsea. Very unlucky. We missed so many chances. We're 1-0 down. I'm just saying to my mate, I'm watching the game, and it's 80 minutes, it's 1-0. I'm saying, can we just have this bit of luck that we never have in these solo big away? Have this bit of luck, you know, just to be happy. Even with a point, I'm absolutely fine with it. And we get, and from then on, I started, since that 1-1 draw against Chelsea and that penalty miss against City, then I started to think, you know what, this could actually be a special season. You know what I mean? We had the Origi, where we got out of trouble with that. I can't believe it, because we would have been 4 points behind City back then, and who knows what could have happened. Maybe would have been a bit different. We come back from behind against Burnley 3-1. You know, so the amount of challenges that this team has come through has been incredible, and that's why this team, I think, will be champions. Because coming back from a goal behind Burnley, we had Salah, Firmino, Mane out. We were playing Sturridge, Origi up front. And we were 1-0 down 58 minutes or 52 minutes, and we scored 3 goals. We get a goal back, and we bring our extra attackers on. We win the game 3-1, you know, in 30 minutes. That's how quick the game can change. We have 2 sides to our game now. We haven't got just this attacking, you have a go, I have a go.
That's the key.
You know? It's like, we can rely on the attackers, Salah, Firmino, Mane. They can rely on our defense to help them out. They don't have to score 3-4 goals each game to win a game. They can score 1 goal and the game's done and dusted. Wolves away, it was a 1-0, 60 minutes. Normally, I'd be absolutely shitting myself right now, because if you had Lovren and Matip in defense or whatever, I had no worries. A 1-0 away at Wolves, so 70 minutes, it's still 1-0. I had no worries at all. I thought this game's going to either finish 1-0 or it's going to be 2-0. Van Dijk gets the goal, and it was done dusted. It was so simple. It's like we just turn up to the match, and we just know we're gonna win, and we make everything look so easy nowadays.
It definitely seems that way, and that's the crazy thing about it. I'm still pinching myself. I can't believe that just over a season, based on from last season, and I think losing that final really did something to the team as well. But
yeah,
listen, we can. This is the problem, man. We get together talking, we can go all day. Just to round things off, we talked about the score prediction and all that. Are any of you saying right now that the league is ours? Or are you waiting to after the Jan 3rd game?
I think January the 3rd. We win today, and we win on January the 3rd. It's ours. We'll be 10 points ahead of City by then. Anything's possible, but like what both of you have just said, our defense. I cannot for the life of me see us losing 3 games. I cannot see us losing 3 games.
Right? Can we go invincible?
I think we can go. I think we can go invincible. I think, like I said,
I've been saying it. Yeah.
Like I said, we've already done Tottenham away, Chelsea away. Soon City away. They're the games that you think, okay, we could drop 3 points, but I'd love invincible. But let's just win the league. So I think we win. We win today. We have to win today because I'll be honest. I was just as confident. We went to the Emirates and it finished 1-1. Was it 1-1?
Yeah.
I think Anfield was a different ball game, though. I think also they're not nowhere near mentally as strong as we are.
Yeah. Nah, we should definitely should. But a few times I've come with bold predictions and they never come right. So I hope we do today, do City, and then I honestly think the league's ours because with Tottenham are good, but they can't beat the big sides. Tottenham ain't going to come to Anfield and beat us. You know what I mean? So I think we win today and we win on the 3rd, and part any major stupid slip-ups, the league should be ours.
Yeah, and then hopefully we'll go to the parade on
and we win the Champions League, man. Let's talk Europe, man. I'm going to go for both. Why not?
I mean, listen,
for sure.
Bayern Munich. I mean, again, look, Merton comes out. He talks about the Anfield side. Then a few days later,
who does? See, this guy's, man.
Neuer doesn't learn his lesson. Neuer doesn't learn lesson. Now it's always talking about us again, being vulnerable. I don't know where our vulnerabilities are, to be quite honest with you. Unless we gift you a goal, you're not getting past it.
Well, in Europe, we haven't been as let's be honest. In Europe, we haven't been as amazing as we've been in the league defensively. So
I think club will have a word with them now. You tell them you got off lucky. You won your home games. Didn't even get a point against the away one. So you have a word with them, and hopefully maybe the league will be. We possibly could be clear by then. We possibly could be clear by then when we play. We could have a nice little 10-point gap or something over
We've got no Virgil.
Yeah,
for the first game. Yeah,
don't we?
That's a bit.
Yeah, we've got no Van Dijk for the Bayern game. I think he's suspended, isn't he?
Yeah, he's suspended for the first leg. So
I mean, that will be a good test for us as well to see if it's Gomez and Lovren or Gomez and Matip or Lovren. I don't know. It will be nice to see how the team actually reacts.
Yeah,
because he's played every single minute. He started every single game this season, apart from the Carabao Cup game. So I mean, and he doesn't get tired. He makes everything so easy. He strolls around the pitch. He's so relaxed. He's so comfortable, and I think
we still get the job done without him in that first game. I really do. With that goalkeeper, by that time, the team. I mean, this team is so together. You can see that by the little Desi videos they do on the channel. I mean, this team is so such a collective. So I think, as big as he is, and obviously it's a miss, but I think without him, like I said, as good as other guys have been playing, to be fine.
If we win this Premier League, I think Jurgen Klopp should get on that podium and just lift it himself because he's made. He's made. I mean, obviously the players and everything, but he's made all this possible. Literally, he's made everything. And each game goes, and each game we win, I'm starting to believe more and more and more that we might actually do it. You know what I mean? And it's just 12th of May, man. Are we gonna?
Oh, let's win today, man.
Are we gonna be leading the Premier League on the 12th of May? I don't know. Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. This Wolves and Spurs game is getting ready to come on. I'm gonna check that out. But we got to do this again, man. So let's plan to try to do this again in the near future.
Defo.
Thank you, guys.
Safe.